Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today what we are going to do is to model a table, a simple table. This is a very simple project, very fast, very easy. I think 10 minutes, okay? Let's start in Fusion 360, and the first thing we have to do is to create a component. So we're going to create a component, new component, click OK. Let's rename this component. We are going to model for the top at first, so we have nominated top, and then we are going to create a sketch and select the XY plane. Okay, let's create a rectangle. So rectangle, a center rectangle, we are going to select the origin point and then insert the dimension. The dimension will be 1200 by 800 millimeters. So we can insert the dimension and we have the sketch of the top of the table. Then we can click on finish sketch, and now what we have to do is to insert the thickness of the top. So we can use extrude, select the sketch and apply the thickness. It will be 27 millimeters. That's perfect. Now we can apply a texture. So click E per appearance. Okay, let's go to apply pine glossy. It's okay. We will apply a finish, a glossy finish to this project, so it's okay. We apply this to the solid we have created, to the top, and we are done with this component. Now what we can do is to apply a fillet to the edge of the component. So click on fillet, select the edge where we want to apply the fillet. Okay, we select the fore edge and we can apply a fillet of 2 millimeter. I think it's okay. Okay, we have done this, so we can see it's a little bit smooth. Now that we have the top of the table, we are going to create the legs. So let's create a new component. We are going to name it leg. It's okay. And now with this component selected, we are going to rotate the top of the table. Now we are seeing the surface below the top, and we create a sketch on this surface. Okay, we are going to create a rectangle with the same dimension of the top, and then apply an offset to this rectangle, and it will be an offset of 60 millimeters. Okay, well done. Then we are going to create the legs. The legs have a dimension of 80 by 80 millimeters. So we click on this corner and then insert the dimension 80 by 80 millimeters, and it's done. Well, now that we have the sketch, we can finish sketch, rotate a little bit the surface, okay, okay, and then we are going to extrude the leg, but before we do this, we are going to hide the top. We click on this icon, the A icon, and we hide the top. Then it's okay. We can use extrude, select the sketch we have done, and insert length of the legs, that is 110 millimeter. Okay, click OK, and then we can apply the same texture. So click E for appearance. Here we are. Okay, apply the texture, and we have done the first leg. Well, now for create the other legs, the 3 legs, we are going to use the symmetry of this project, and in particular we are going to use the function, the mirror function. But to use that, we have to create some midplane, and midplane are between these surface and this surface. Okay, click OK, and this is the first midplane. We can increase the dimension of this midplane by using this line and expand it. And the second midplane that we have to create is between this surface and the opposite ones. So let's find it. It's this surface. Click OK, and we have to create also the second middle plane. So to expand it once more, we have to click on this line, okay. Now we can use the mirror function. So let's find it, mirror. Okay, we are going to use it on a component. So select component, we have to select the object, is this one, and we have to select the plane. We will select this plane and click OK. Then we are going to use another time this function, and we are going to select the object, this object, press shift and select the other object, and then select this midplane, and we are done. We have 4 legs for our table. Okay, now what we have to do is to create the reinforced beam that are below the top of the table and connect the top of the table with the legs. So to do this, we have to create a new component. So new component, click OK. Okay, rename this component as long beam. Okay, and then what we have to do is insert here a rectangle. But before we do this, we are going to measure the distance between this point here and this point. and it's 9060 millimeters. So let's select okay, so let's go to select create sketch, select the below surface of the tabletop, create a rectangle, and this rectangle will start from this point. Okay, it has a width of 44 millimeters and a length of 960 millimeters. Okay, once we do this, we have the section of the beam, and then we can click on finish sketch. Okay, hide the other component, use the extrude function, and we can extrude this component of 100 millimeters. Okay, once we have done this, we can unhide all the component, apply the texture also to this component. Okay, and so it's perfect. I hope it's right. Let me see. It's okay. Well, now to create the other beam, we can use the midplane we have created before. So unhide the midplane and use the mirror function. Mirror, select component. Okay, object, select object. We have to mirror this object, select the midplane. This is the midplane. It's click OK, and then we have also the other beams. So now last component we have to create is the short beam. So create a new component, create OK, click OK, rename it short component, short beam, sorry. And then we have to do the same as before. We have to create this component on the below surface of the top. So we are going to measure the distance between this point and this point. It's 560 millimeters. And now create a sketch, select the surface of the top, create a rectangle. Okay, create a rectangle. Let's create a rectangle from this point, 560 millimeters by 44 millimeters. Click OK, finish sketch, extrude. Before we will extrude this, we are going to hide the other component. It's very easy, very simple. Okay, extrude 100 millimeters. We are going to extrude 100 millimeters. it's okay. Then we can unhide all the component we have created before. Let's check if we have done the right things. It's okay. So apply the texture, hyper appearance, apply the texture to the component. Okay. Okay. Well, and now the last thing we have to do is to create another short beam on this side, and we will use the mirror function as before. So mirror function, component, select object, select the midplane. Now this is the midplane we have to use. Click OK. We can now hide the construction plane. We can select the general component, and this is the table we have modeled. Okay, so this is a very simple project, and I want to tell you that in the next video we are going to create this table in the workshop. Okay, so subscribe to the channel and follow the video. Thank you very much for watching. See you the next video.